we have our main storyteller for this evening, Akuba Grace Kwanzaa. She is a well-established London-based storyteller, poet, writer, and activist. You are all in for a treat. Akuba, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes,
I'm ready.
If you're ready, you're born ready, right? You're born ready. It's a great name to say yes, we're born ready.
Greetings. Thank you, Sister Essie. Thank you, Sola.
Yes.
Obvious Kweku and Fifi Wise. And one day in Atuabo, in Nzima, in the western region of Ghana, Omohani, the local chief, he wanted to arrange an urgent meeting with the villagers. Hey, I must do this now, urgently, because there had been a rainstorm, and the rainstorm had destroyed the local school. So everybody gathered. Nobody was going to waste any time, because this is the Omahani, the most important person in the community of Atuabo. So there gathered the villagers, men, women, and children, in a semicircle. And there came the Omohani with his 6 council of elders. They sat in front of the villagers surrounded by this semicircle. And of course, Omohani was in the middle. They poured libation. They gave thanks to Niame. And then it was time for Omohani to stand up and address the village. My people, hey, I must give thanks, so we must give thanks. The rains has destroyed our school, but we are still here. But our school is destroyed, and it means no education. No education means no knowledge. No knowledge means no skills. No skills means no job, no money. No money means no technology, no internet, and no mobile phone. No? What are we going to do? Everybody was lamenting. Our chief, please guide us. At that moment, obvious Kweku, think about the word obvious, 13 years old Kweku Amu stood up. Oh, great chief. You know what? In the olden days, we didn't need any school, no education. We just learned from our elders everything we needed to know. So why don't we go back to the old ways? You pass knowledge from our forefathers and our foremothers down. That's all we have to do. Everybody was gasping. You know, and the chief looked round at obvious Kweku. Hey, Kweku, you have learned nothing about respect? So you think it is obvious that all we have to do is to go back to the old ways today? Papa, Kojo Amo, come here now. Hey, he knew something was going to happen, but he was not sure what. Come. You have a son here who wants to make his own judgment. Now, because he says it's so obvious what the answer is, you and him have got about 2 weeks. You have to come up with a plan how you are going to build a new school. Okay? Great chief, I understand. Of course, Papa Kojo was not going to argue. So he and his son, obvious Kweku, and Fifi Wise and Nana Amo, they soon because they had now been given a task. And all the villagers started to say, Kweku, you have to learn some rules. A-I-O. Now you have to design a school. A-I-O. Kweku, you have to learn some rules. A-I-O. Now you have to design a school. A-I-O. So with that, the villagers went. They were even laughing. Look, how's he going to build this school? Oh, he's got himself into trouble. This boy, obviously, thinks everything is obvious. Everybody was laughing. The chief went in the household of Papa Kojo Amor and Nana Amor and Fifi Wise and obvious Kweku. There was so much commotion. Everybody was blaming each other. They were blaming Kweku. They were blaming Almahini. They were blaming everybody. And then Nana said, please, we need to have some soup. We need to have some fufu and calm down everybody. Please, here's the pot. Here's the fufu. Come, let's all put our hands in one pot. Please, let's chop now and forget all the commotion. We can think and pray and decide what is going to happen. So every one of them put their hands in one pot. This is so good, oh. Hey, fufu. You can never beat fufu. This is so good, oh. One pot, oh. One pot. Silently, there was Fifi Wise. She had removed herself from the one pot of fufu eating. There she was looking at her book. She was studying every page. This book was given to her by her uncle in Accra a month ago. And she was treasuring this book like gold. And when she finished, she said, Mama, Papa, Kweku, I have the answer. What do you mean you have the answer? What do you mean you have the answer? Please, just listen to me. Now, according to this book, the reason why the school did not withstand the rainstorm, it was because it was built on very weak foundation. There's no point trying to renew a poor foundation. We have to build from scratch. And we need everybody in the community to help out. Yes? So, I am giving you some knowledge from the book. Kweku, you will help me. We're all going to make a little bit of food. Those of us who can make the food to sell good. We need the money. The women too can carry the baskets and put some water in. The men can carry the big heavy containers and put cement in. And we will all work together. We need wood, we need cement, we need water, we need foundation, we need teamwork, and above all, we need Niame for prayer. And with all this, I'm sure we will do it. This is the plan. But what I'm saying, we need to start off with strong foundation, not weak foundation. Hey, they all looked up at their wise daughter. We never even bothered to even consider you. Kweku was so grateful to hear his sister help to get him out of this mess. Oh, we all thank you. Thank you so much. So they kept this under wraps and they knew they had the plan there. So 2 weeks came, the villagers were gathered again, the chief came in with his 6th council of elders, libation was poured again, there was a very good drumming. Yes, brah, come, brah, Papa Kojo, Kweku, can I sit down? Where's your plan? Where's your plan? Because you see, if this plan doesn't work, I'm going to goats and chickens and every bit of property you have. But if this plan works, if it is a good plan, I will rather give you my goats and I will give you some money to make sure your children are in education until they are both 18. So with that, Kweku stood up and said, "Oh, Mahni, I have learned something, I have learned that, yes, we need tradition. Yes, we need oral history, but we also need education in books. And I've learned that I don't know everything. When you think you know everything, like Socrates, you know nothing at all. So I have to listen to my sister who is very wise. And she told me that we have to work together as a team and use all these different materials plus our resources, and we can come together and build this new school." Everybody clap, everybody clap. You have passed the test. Kweku, you have humbled yourself, and your sister has given you the opportunity to make sure you and her will have a good education. Please, Council of Elders, bring the goats, bring everything. And here is some money. Papa Kojo, you must be proud of your children. Fifi Wise and Kweku, you're obvious, but Fifi Wise has taught you something. And all the villagers were so happy. Kweku, you have learned some rules. Fifi is right. School is cool.